on to something that annoys me so much. I want to set up a heart rate monitor on myself just to see how agitated I get when I drive into this place. It's A-Lot, folks. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's just all do that for a little while right now.
You just had Juicy's eye on the screen.
Oh, ew.
Okay.
That was a terrible moment.
That was so hard.
Terrible moment. I had to see my big, wonderful friend cry. It was terrible. Anyways.
Okay, moving on to A-Lot.
A-Lot is the worst. A-Lot is hell. A-Lot is the worst thing in the world.
You know, I get up at 6:30 in the morning because of A-Lot. I don't have a class until 10 o'clock. But if I got up at 9 o'clock, then when I got to A-Lot, all the people who had been sitting in their cars since 6:30, parking in the good parking spots, would have taken the good parking spots.
We'd be at the Gables, walking from the Gables to the street.
All right, my freshman year, I could get to campus 10 to 7 minutes before my class, park, and walk to class and be like, hey, professor, I'm super on time. Now I have to get here 40 minutes before class and ride my bike to get there fast enough. Because you have to drive around for half an hour punching people in the face, crashing into cars, hitting pedestrians just to find a spot.
It's GTA.
Seriously, it is.
You know what the most annoying thing in A-Lot is?
What?
When you stop at that second stop sign and the bus pulls up and stops right in front and you can't move.
Yeah. You know what the other heartbreaking thing in A-Lot is?
What?
When you're just going down the line of cars and you think, oh yeah, this spot, and it's just a really short car behind a really long car.
Anywhere in the world. Because look, I love Mini Coopers, but when they're parked somewhere and I want a spot, I want to blow them up. I want to fart on them and light them on fire. That's what I want to do.
That spot was mine.
Yeah,
until it wasn't.
Exactly. No, A-Lot, I get here. It's one thing to not get a good spot in the first lot. It's another thing to not find a single spot anywhere in the lot an hour before your class. And let's talk about this. All right, I've been known to shark. I've been known to be like, hey, you're going to your car. But know what? This is what I do when somebody's going to their car and I want to take their spot. I pull up, I go, roll down my window, pause my music. I say, hey, you heading out? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, you mind if I take your spot? And they're like, no, I'm right up here. And then I go and I wait. Instead of the other option where you keep your windows up, keep your music up, and you creep, you duck down behind the steering wheel, and you creep along the road at 3.5 miles an hour, staring at the person, wondering where they're going to go, and slowly following. Well, they look behind you like you're fucking a Stephen King car.
Oh, look, it's a building manager.
It is a bug building manager. Hi, I'm a building manager.
Hi, they travel in pairs.
And so, when they just creep up on these people, and these people are freaked out. They're like, and then they follow them for the entire length of the parking lot, and then those people just walk to the Gables because they live there. And they're not parked anywhere on the campus. That's why you stop and you ask and you're polite. And sometimes you offer to give them a ride to their car. Anyways, it's brilliant. If you get somebody right up at the front and they're parked in the back, you're like, hey, maybe you ride to your car? And they're like, yeah. So you drive them there, they get in it, pull out, you go. I actually, one day, I was looking for a spot. I pulled up on a kid. I said, hey, are you heading out? And he's like, oh, yeah. And I was like, you mind if I take your spot? And he's like, you can't have it. No, you can't have my spot. And I was like, I didn't even know what to do. I just stopped. I wanted to turn my car off right there and just admit it. I was just like, okay. And then I just sped off angry and spun my tires. So, all right, what do you feel about it?
You can spin your tires in that car?
Yeah, it's rear-wheel drive. It's only 93 horsepower, but it's rear-wheel drive. It's a lot of fun. LeBron, what are your experiences with A-Lot?
I live on campus.
LeBron!
This show is actually called Sean Thinks of Topics That LeBron Doesn't Have Any Opinion on.
This episode, more or less, yeah.
Yeah, tonight's episode.
Unfortunate.
All right, so we're done with A-Lot.